There we go. Okay. Sorry, my computer needed to restart itself. It was like not going to comply. And I was out super late today because I went on that, oh gosh, don't tell me I'm in the right one. What happened? Okay, why don't I see the chat? Let me refresh. Yeah, my chat's not showing, but it's saying I'm in the right one. Okay, so yeah, I went out, I had to go out to Wilkes-Barre. If you've ever been out that way, I had to go out there, and I was out there I didn't leave there until, well, from Scranton until about 11 o'clock. Got home, had to bring in groceries and stuff, and so I'm sorry that late, and then this thing. But you know what? I'm only 12 minutes late, even with the restart and everything, so that's not that bad, right? And thank you, Kama Sutra, for being a member for 17 months, was it? I appreciate that. Thank you, Elle, for the super chat. And what I was saying is, what was that noise? Because I've been gone all day, I haven't been able to keep up with anything that's going on. Deland, the Idaho 4. Plus, there's a manhunt, I hear, for a woman who was killed by her boyfriend, allegedly, and dumped into a national park. What is it with the national parks? I always say we've got to really look into these national parks, why people are constantly using them, I guess, because they can go in there and, I don't know, it's just, which ones have the most... connected to the most murders. It's crazy, right? These national parks. Anyway, hi GB, hi everybody. Hi Caroline, can't chat. You're listening, GB? Okay. Tomorrow we are going to have an auction, so just letting you know that. Well, we got to see those adorable puppies. Yeah, they're playing in the snow, right? They like that. Hi Fazia. So we're going to look through this together. I asked a couple of people on Zoom, did you hear any new updates? What I heard was that maybe there's some video that's been shown of this Hyundai Elantra. If you look into the national parks, it's crazy. Yeah, I know, Liza, I'm going to. I really am, because I keep saying that every time there's like another murder like that. Hi, John Wasaki, how are you? So what I think we'll do, I'll go over some of these things, then I'll open up the panel and you can come on and talk. Hi, Rosalita. Oh, Rosalita. You know what? I have been so excited all day because I thought my pink stuff was coming today, but Jimmy didn't mention it. And I wonder if I got it today. Isn't that interesting, right? Let me just check real quick if it was delivered today, because they said it was going to be delivered today, and he didn't mention it to me when I got back. Let me just take a quick look-see on my Amazon account. Orders. Oh, it's arriving today. They changed it. Okay, well, you know what? I kind of feel good because I'll have it tomorrow and that'll be fun. Okay. Maybe I'll even be able to do a spot on the... Okay, let's get down to this. We'll see what's going on. So I wanted to talk about this guy, and I don't know if you followed this case. I didn't know he was on trial. I wish this might have been one that was televised or something. This is a verdict that took less than an hour for the Wisconsin jury, and to convict this father of stabbing his 2 children to death in February of 2020. And these are the 2 precious kids. And let me just say something here real quick. We just got a new member. Let me see who joined. Elle, thank you for becoming a Deputy Rambler. Appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. So let's look at this. Did anybody follow this case? he's 38 years old, and he denied murdering 5-year-old William Beyer and 3-year-old Danielle Beyer at their mother's home in Kakuna the day before the parents were to appear in family court. Prosecutors argued in the court that Matthew killed the children because he didn't want to continue paying child support, and he questioned whether he was their biological father. Nice guy. Investigators say that Beyer changed his story multiple times during the course of the investigation. He blamed his brother for the murders at one point, and at another time he suggested sleepwalking could explain why the children were stabbed. He lived 40 miles away from the children and their mother, and he initially told investigators he had been to the mother's house he had not been to the mother's house in months, but later said that he had, but he didn't go to the children's home. He just was at the town. And then later on, he said he was at the house, but he didn't kill the children. Investigators pieced together security videos, traffic footage that showed Beyer travel from his driveway to the house. I can't understand how or why you'd commit this offense. I struggle with that. And I think your continued unwillingness to be honest, to be forthright, to be sensitive, to show remorse is really, really concerning, said the judge, Mark McGinnis, before he announced the sentence. Beyer was already serving a 5-year sentence for an escape attempt, and the jury sentenced him to life, and he back-to-back life sentences for murdering his children. And again, it took the Wisconsin jury just less than an hour, so terrible, but justice, but it should never happen. And then we're going to talk about this one first, and then, because I know then we'll get off on a tangent with the Idaho case. And I swear that I saw this before. I was having like a major, what do they call it, Mandela effect or something. When I saw these two, I'm like, well, this is older, like what is going on? But there's a nationwide manhunt for this Oregon man. And he is the one, right? Isn't he the one that killed her and they went to arrest him, I thought, and they couldn't find him? So this 43-year-old man is the murder suspect concerning the death of his girlfriend, Catherine Mulbach, 27. So he's 43, she was 27. And I'm going to pull up the press release. And put it over here. Hang on. Put it over here. Okay, the PPB is asking for the public's health in finding a man wanted for murder. Police are looking for 43-year-old Jose Antonio Caraballo, who is wanted for the murder of his girlfriend, 27-year-old Catherine Mulbach. A nationwide arrest warrant has been issued for Caraballo for the charge of murder in the second-degree domestic violence. Caraballo is believed to have fled the Portland area. However, his last known address is within the Portland city limits. He is known to have associates in Oregon, California, and Mexico. Anyone who sees Caraballo or believes they have information that could lead to his arrest is asked to immediately call 911. Crime Stoppers of Oregon offers cash rewards up to $2,500 for information reported to Crime Stoppers of Oregon that leads to arrest in any unsolved felony crime, and tipsters can remain anonymous. Secure and anonymous tips can be left at www.crimestoppersfororegon.com or visit the APP, the App Store. Excuse me, I'm really losing it tonight. The App Store, and download P3 tips for smartphones or tablets. Crime Stoppers of Oregon is funded 100% by community donations. If you want to donate to them, you can go there too. Let's see, he's got lots of tattoos. The suspicious death associated with a body that was found December 9th, 2022 at the Powell Butte National Park is now being investigated as a homicide. The medical examiner determined the manner and cause of death to be homicide by homicidal violence. So this is not the case I'm thinking of, but I feel like I have deja vu on this. The victim is identified as 27-year-old Catherine Mulbach. Ms. Mulbach's family provided the attached photograph for public release. If anyone has information about this incident, please contact Detective Jennifer Hertzler at police.portland.oregon.gov, and then there's a number 503-823-1040, or Detective Joe Corona. And here's what happened, okay? On Friday, December 9th, 2022 at 3:16 p.m., the East Precinct officers were dispatched to a report of a person found deceased in the Powell Butte National Park, 16160 Southeast Boulevard, Powell Boulevard. When officers arrived, they located a deceased person. Due to suspicious circumstances, Portland Police Homicide Unit detectives responded to the scene to investigate. The cause and manner of death will be determined by a medical examiner. If anyone has information about this incident, please contact Detective Jennifer Hertzler, blah, blah, blah. We went through that. Now let's see. So that's very sad. So, yeah, be on the lookout. Below, right? Okay, and let's just see what else is up before we switch gears over to... I don't know if you heard about this poor 77-year-old woman that was killed while trying to stop someone from stealing her car. They found the suspect. This was in Georgia, and it was a 23-year-old man. He's been arrested and charged with the murder of 77-year-old Eleanor Bowles, who was found Bowles, who was found dead in the garage of her home in a gated Buckhead community by her son, who was arriving home for the holidays on Saturday. Imagine that. Her son's arriving home for the holidays, finds his mother dead in their garage, stabbed to death. Atlanta police said they believed Antonio Brown walked into the community about a mile from the Georgia governor's mansion and tried to steal Eleanor's car, a 2021 Lexus RS 350. Investigators believe that Eleanor interrupted the theft and was killed, and Brown left in the vehicle. It was later discovered in DeKalb County. The mayor, Andre Dickens, said in a news conference on Monday that a citizen spotted Brown after police had released images from surveillance footage and called the police. He's been booked into the Fulton County Jail, charged with murder, aggravated battery, elder abuse, possession of a knife during the commission of a felony, and hijacking a motor vehicle. The son came home to visit his mother for the holidays, said Deputy Chief Charles Hampton. This is not a way that a family should have to spend their holiday season, mourning and grieving the death of a loved one. Friends and family set up a GoFundMe to benefit Eleanor's favorite charity, the Atlanta Humane Society and Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. So sad, right? That's senseless, sad, ridiculous. Okay. And something we reported on very shortly yesterday was Quinton Simon's grandmother being arrested. It's not in connection with the disappearance and murder. She was arrested for violating a gag order, I believe is what. It was on a hold from the county's juvenile court. Let me see, and I'll tell you exactly why she was arrested. Ouch, sorry, I just moved my cup over there. So it's just, like we said, it's contempt of court, and it's, I just had this here about this. contempt of court. And here's the documents. What did she do exactly? So she was thrown behind bars as a result of a hold placed by the Chatham County Juvenile Court. Her arrest is not believed to be related to Quinton's disappearance and death. How like custody? Yeah, I heard it was something about gag order or something. But yeah, not connected to that, just so is not related to. Yeah, here's another one. Yeah. The grandmother of the deceased Georgia Teller, Quinton Simon, has been arrested. The arrest is not related to his death. No bond was set. According to the online records, it was not immediately clear whether she has retained a lawyer, and a spokesperson for the Chatham County District Attorney's Office added that the investigation continues. Her mugshot shows her wearing a suicide prevention smock. Let's see. Yeah, so not related. A public information officer for Burke County Sheriff's Office said Tuesday that no updates were available at night. Okay, so that we have, and I think, let me see. We just had, what do we have here? Let me just go over here. What do we have time for? Oh my gosh! Time for a change. It's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in forever in a live stream. Thank you for being a member for 34 months. I miss you. We all miss you. Thanks. Thanks for coming in. How have you been doing? Hope everything's been well with you. I haven't seen you in so long. Okay, so now we go to Idaho. Let's see what's going on there, right? And I'll open the panel up because maybe some of you know more. Elle, I don't know if you want to come on. I can send you the number, and just in case you don't feel obligated, I'm just going to send it to you. I don't know if Nikki's here tonight or... Aw, thank you, Marilyn. Okay. Now, let me see. So good to see you. I've been wondering, I think I saw a comment of yours like that, but I was wondering because I have your cards and stuff that you would send me. I've been going through my craft room, and I've been going through a lot of cards and stuff from Ramblers over the years, and yours are there. So, yeah, I've been thinking about you. Glad you came back in and said hello. Glad you caught alive. Okay, let me see. Let me give this to Elle. Where is Elle? Where is Elle? I have to open up my email. Oh, I restarted. That's why. So anyway, the stores. You know, we were talking about Little Debbie snack cakes, and the special ones they get for Christmas. And there's one, Ethan loves gingerbread cookies, and I make my own a lot. But there's these ones that I get him just to have because they're like individually wrapped, and they're by Little Debbie, and they only come out by around Christmas. I can't find any of the Little Debbie. I've been to the Walmart now in Pennsylvania. I've been to the ones in New York. It's crazy. Cannot find them. Okay. All right, now we go. Let's go over here. just go. I'm trying to send this to L. I just want to make sure that I do that. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm going to send you the. Oh, we already got somebody here. Hi, who's that? Who came in?
Me, Nicole. It's just me.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know because I was just okay. Hi, Nicole. I just didn't know. I'm going to open the panel now because I was wondering, like, if anybody wants to fill us in on anything that's happening because I haven't been able to watch the, the lot on the Idaho case today, and I wonder what's new. If anybody knows, and open up the panel.
Yeah, call in and all, please. Hi, Nicole.
Hey, Scoot.
I'm going to hang up now and do my dishes that I was supposed to do.
You haven't done those dishes?
Oh, I'm still going to do those.
Mm-hmm.
And
you didn't hear anything on this Idaho case? You don't follow this? I'm surprised you don't follow this.
Yes, I got into it last night with you guys. Yes.
Well, did you learn anything new today?
No, because I haven't watched any of it today.
Oh, you didn't watch it? Hi, Elle. How are you?
And do my dishes.
You haven't done those dishes?
Oh, I'm still going to do those.
Mm-hmm. I think your YouTube's on. You just have to mute. Yeah. Hear anything on this Idaho case? You don't follow this? I'm surprised you don't follow this.
Yes, last night, you guys.
Do you want to change Mary Beth's name?
I
Or
don't
do you
watch
happy
any
for
of
that
it.
to be there?
Oh, you didn't watch it. Hi, Elle.
Hi.
I can't do it because I'm not a co-host.
Oh, I'm still going to do those.
Sharon, are you here?
Hi, Mary
I think
Beth.
your YouTube's on. You just have to mute. Sharon. You don't follow this? I'm surprised you don't follow Sharon.
Yeah.
Someone has their YouTube going.
Yeah,
and
but
they
Sharon,
need to
can you
mute
make
it.
me a co-host
No,
Name,
I
or
don't
do you
watch
happy for that to be there?
or something because I can't change her name? I can't do it. Yeah, I think Elle, you have your YouTube going. Sharon, are you here?
Hi, Mary Beth.
Hi.
Has anybody?
Sharon, can you hear me? Sharon.
Now I can.
Okay, can you make me something because I can't change her name. We got to change her name to Elle. Or something because I can't change her name.
Garita, is that you?
Yeah, I think Elle, you have your. Is that no? I think it's Elle's YouTube.
Mary Beth, hello.
Elle.
Okay, it's Mary Beth. So what Mary
No, it's
Beth will have to
Elle.
do?
It's Elle. E-L-L-E.
It says Mary Beth.
I know, Sharon.
Cassini.
Sharon, we want to change it to L.
L. Okay,
I can't do it.
I can do it.
Okay, there we go. So, L, your YouTube is playing. I don't think she can hear us. Hi, Juju Positive. Hi, V. Hi, Whisper. Hi, Captain Lee. Margot. Deborah.
So I hear she's unmuted and there's no sound.
Okay, good.
Okay, so I'll shut this off.
I don't think she can hear us. Hi, Juju.
Positive.
No, it's still going. Elle, you've got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Better?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hi. Okay.
On every vacation.
Oh no! Now it's
Better?
doing it again. It's better now. Just right now. Good.
You have
Don't
to
touch
turn
anything.
the sound off on your YouTube.
Yeah.
You have to turn your sound down on your YouTube.
Hi, Lisa.
Got it.
Good. I think we're good now. So, I didn't get to watch or read or do anything today according to, about this case. Did you hear anything new? Was there footage released about that Hyundai?
I watched. I didn't hear much about the Hyundai. There's something about a gas station
Right.
that they closed. They closed it down. Did you hear that?
No.
They closed down a gas station, and I think it had something to do with they're doing some forensic things there.
Wow.
I saw some pictures of that, but I'm not positive about it. But they said they were doing something about that, and then I watched something very interesting on Jack D.
Is that the one? No, okay, that's Kaylee's boyfriend, right?
Yes, the ex-boyfriend.
Right,
I hate to
ex-boyfriend.
keep throwing that kid under the bus.
I know. But there's also, you were with us when we watched that other one, right? And that looked a little weird too in a minute. I don't know.
This was crazy. It was, like, I don't think he's guilty. I'm
Right, you're
not
just
saying
saying,
he's
yeah,
guilty.
yeah.
I'm just reporting what I saw.
Right,
So it was
your observation.
Right, an observation. It was a video by someone, and they were showing posts of Kaylee's Instagram and her other accounts, her other social media accounts, and that he was posting all these things on it, like these really derogatory posts to her, and she wouldn't answer any of his posts. Like, he was post, and she wouldn't post on his. And there were pictures of those two on his accounts, but there was no post of those two on her accounts for a really long time. And then it showed the way that he could have possibly got to the house. They lived very close together.
Oh, okay.
Very close. Like, he could see into her window from his window, maybe, if he lived in one of the rooms of the house that he lived in. And that he could have possibly got from the roof of his place to a path of trees that led right up to the house. It was unbelievable how close it was.
Do we know,
And
what were the dates on those? Did they have dates, back when she was alive on those posts that they showed?
I don't know what the dates were, but they were from a while. And another thing that I heard was that they were going out for 5 years and that they just broke up 2 weeks before the murder.
Really? Okay.
That's what I heard.
Now, is that the guy that we watched on the video
No,
last
this
night?
is the other guy.
Oh, okay.
This is Kaylee's boyfriend. But I'm just wondering, I get so fed up with these TikTok people that make stuff up, because I think it's almost like, like the Amazon review people that make fake reviews. There's people making fake stuff. So now you don't know what to believe anymore, even when you see something, because is it fake? Is it real? What's the heck is going on, right?
This was a blogger of a YouTube channel, and he had all this on video. He showed the videos of how close this was and how
yes, I understand that, but I'm talking about those derogatory posts.
He showed them.
Yeah, I know, but anybody can do it, is what I'm saying. It's very easy to do something like that. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, how do we, the one last night, have we ever find out about Fox? What did Fox say? Is that true or not about him, Stephen Goncalves, saying that the cops were cowards? Does Fox still have that up?
They never retracted it. It's still up.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. And they had a post that they were posting around and saying, oh, see, this is not true, but then it was gone. So that's why I'm very skeptical of that stuff, of that.
No, that post is still up, like she said, because I did see it.
Yeah, Fox.
You're right.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. And
Okay.
and there was another post circulating that said it was the sister who was saying it wasn't true. But that's not, because I'm seeing Fox's article is still up. So, yeah, let me just see here. And every time you see things, it's always on TikTok with these things that they're saying they're getting. I don't trust TikTok. I'm sorry, TikTok people. But he lives very close. I'm interested in that. So he lives does he live on Kings Road, or he lives
right, I mean, it's so close to her house. It's in the back of her house. And the roof is really low, and he could have gone from the roof right to the ground. And then there's a bunch of trees, and went right, and a whole bunch of trees lead to the house. and he could have just walked through those trees to the house. That's what it looked like on the video. It was really weird.
Now, do we know anything about the other boyfriend, Madison? He was the guy we saw. Were you on when we watched his speech?
Yes,
Yeah.
he lives in Boise,
Right,
I think, and he has a job. He's out of college.
but how do we know he wasn't there? What's his alibi?
That he was in Boise. I'm pretty sure that was his alibi. You don't hear much about him.
Yeah, I know.
He spoke at the memorial and he was very emotional.
Yeah, I don't know. Now, has this Jack D ever spoken anywhere?
No.
I don't know.
And Kaylee traveled a lot, and Jack D never went with her.
He never went with her, but yeah.
You looked at, because she's traveling and all these pictures on Instagram, and he's just like commenting on them.
Oh,
It seemed like.
I want to
That's
find
what
out
it
about
seemed.
this
It
dog.
seemed like that.
I want to find out about that dog so much, and I want to find out about. So supposedly they broke up 2 weeks before the murders.
That's what I've heard. I can't confirm it, but that's what I've heard. More than once. More than twice.
I'm just wondering why. Let me see. But her Facebook and like a lot of stuff that ends in like like 2020 or so. Like he's not even in the pictures.
I know.
Like what's the deal with that?
I don't know, because I've heard that it was 2 weeks before the murders, that they were going out for 5 years, and that it ended 2 weeks before the murders. But I don't know if that's true. But that's what I've been reading and hearing. I mean, nothing gets confirmed by the law
Right.
enforcement. So, they don't confirm anything or deny anything.
Victim's mom raising money, so her mother is raising money. Parents insist ex-boyfriend is not guilty. Police not able to verify this. Rumors denied by locals.
Oh, and one of the posts on Instagram or his Facebook or something said that this is what it read, I don't know if it's real or fake, that he was addicted to her physically and emotionally or mentally. I can't remember what the word was. I remember it was, I'm addicted to you physically and either emotionally or mentally or something like that. I don't remember the exact wording or the verbiage he used, but he wrote that on her Instagram or Facebook in response to a post or a picture or something.
Let me see something.
Really weird posts. And she didn't respond to any of them.
I'm just trying to see if I can see anything about these posts because, or anybody.
It was on a blog. You could look at the whole video. It has these posts.
Right.
Circus crime or crime circus.
I know, but they can be from anywhere. I mean, I want to see the real source of it. I don't want to see it on a video. I want to be able to click on it and see it because I've seen so much fake stuff.
Right.
So much fake stuff. Let me see here. And just like yesterday, and there's so many people that are, if I can't see the date, and the date should be on those things very easily. And what is this? Let's see here. Phone records that were several. Childhood friend, they had begun dating for years until recently when they decided to take an amicable break. Okay, so I see somebody's posting something here. Ms. Goncalves said had been a childhood friend of her sister's and that they had been dating for years until recently when they decided to take an amicable break. She and her family stand behind Jack 100% and know he absolutely had nothing to do with this whole. So they are saying until recently. Is it 2 weeks ago? Is it not? But why is he posting? I would think if he was posting derogatory things somewhere, I've just got to turn this heater thing behind me, that her family wouldn't, I mean, if somebody was posting derogatory things about their daughter, I don't think they would stand behind him. That's why I'm thinking it's not true. I'm sure they poured over her Instagram. I'm sure the police did. It's part of their job. They have social media units. So I don't see how that would have been missed. So I'm gonna call, like, I don't know, I just saying it's BS. Does anybody else on the panel think has anybody in the chat seen anything about it? Other than on a video, like a real tangible thing. That may have been where the father
gave him that look at the memorial.
What?
That may have been where the father gave him that look at the memorial.
I don't know. I think it would have come up. That father being so outspoken, I think it would have come up. What do you guys think? The retractions have caused lots of issues. So Kevin's saying there's a lot of creators that had to post retractions because they're saying things that aren't true. Hi, Bergstrom. I just don't know if the screenshots are really real. Why won't they give us the links to them? Why can't we see them? You know, why can't we see them?
See what?
The real links to the screenshot. Like I asked for that. Remember that post at Olivia, and then when I went to see it, it said this post has been deleted. It wasn't really there. And if it's on her Instagram, I mean, I can go to her Instagram and pull it up, and you know, I just didn't see it. I'm just wondering because there's so much crap out there on Instagram. I'm not on Instagram, on TikTok. I'm just
they have these posts on the screenshots of them on another site.
I understand that, but I want like not a screenshot. I want the actual post. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm from Missouri, even though I'm not. I've never even been to Missouri, but I'm from the show me state, I'm going to say, and I have to see it for myself. I just do. I can't
see it. Maybe he got the screenshots before and they were taken down by now.
But
I don't.
Yeah, but see, it's not a screenshot. There's so many programs that people use to put fake screenshots, like on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe you haven't been around the drama. They're all posting fake screenshots. I have a screenshot and it's fake.
I didn't get that.
Oh yeah. They can make anything. So that's why I'm saying I'm just worried about it. And let me see something here. So I'm looking at. I have her Instagram, and I did look through it earlier. I'm just wondering why, if she stopped dating him. See, I'm not. 2 weeks ago, why is he not in any of her pictures?
I know. That's what I'm saying.
He's here. This is 120 weeks ago. So, someone says, strange he hasn't spoken. He's truly sad and distraught, could be advised by lawyers not to. Strange occurrences, though. What does somebody else say? Comments about how he didn't speak at the service. You guys better hope you never get to experience. Yeah, it could be that he's too broken up, or it could be something else. You don't know. See, the reason a lot of people are probably can't help thinking about this, and it's just natural, because first of all, when someone kills someone, you immediately look at the spouse, significant other, something like that, right?
Yes.
It's natural. That's what they're trained to do,
Yes.
investigators. But then when it's something like stabbing, and there's so much behind that, that's such an intimate kind of a crime, an intimate way to kill somebody. Some even liken it to, they were saying like it has a sexual component to it in a weird way, you know, okay? So that it's just so much rage, and it just doesn't seem to be a random attack of a random person the way this was.
Brutality of it.
Yeah, so you're looking then at like what happened with, and it's just naturally falling on this, and people are just saying, well, why didn't he speak? Why didn't, you know? It's just like they're kind of trying to make sense of not having answers, and nobody wants anybody to go through this, and nobody wants to call somebody out that's, you know, and that's what I'm trying to do, but it's just some things are just not adding up here. But it may have nothing to do with anything. I mean, why is he, you know, this is again 126 weeks ago. So let me see something here. So that would, hold on a minute. Ouch. That's a long time. 52 weeks in a year, right? That is a long time. 126 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's more than 2 years. That's 31 and a half months. That's almost 3 years. So what's up with that? See, and I don't see him on any of these posts. I don't see any derogatory stuff. Not from him. Do you know what picture they said it was on?
There's one of her going like up the stairs.
This one?
On a boat or a ship.
Yeah, right here. This one.
She's in a bathing suit.
Right. This one.
And he
Oh,
makes
you
a comment
can't see
about,
it because it's on YouTube. If you can look at your YouTube without sound, oh, here's his picture. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Is this one that says anyone got a rag I can clean up with?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's see what this says. He didn't, they were calling him. Now this is 1 day ago. Okay, so this says 117 weeks ago.
Okay.
All right, so that looks to be legit because 117 weeks ago. But what she says, don't miss me too much, Hawaii. And then that was, this is 7 hours, let's see. There's no way to put those, go to post.
Let me see if I can find it. Hold up.
Now, anyone got a rag I can clean up with. Does anybody know what that would mean? Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I didn't know, but I asked.
Yeah.
And I found out. It's kind of like gross. I don't know if you want me to say it.
Are you talking about I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's kind of, but I mean, it's not. Okay, it's not that, okay, it's saying that, he's talking about how hot she is and what it's doing to him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's more. I'm going to try to find more. I'm going to look for it.
If you tell me what the pictures are.
That's what I'm going to look for right now.
Okay.
I'm going to go fast through the thing and.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Here we go. Okay. Wait a second. I got one. Okay, that's the one. Anyone got a rag I could clean up with? I see that one.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. There were more. let's see.
So it'd be
So
around.
that said, gaming underneath anyone got a rag I can clean up with. Somebody says under that, if you can see what's under that, somebody says,
Let me see. Because all the comments under that are new, so you can't go by anything like that on that because,
it said, man, you left a lot of creepy comments.
yeah, but
Okay.
Jack, I'm
And-
a bit more convinced.
And
that you
then I'm going to the next one.
Okay.
Here's another, okay. Here's another one. Let me see. Okay. There's one with, darn it. There's one with her. Okay, there it is. I wish I could pause it. Okay. She's standing there with a cherry in her mouth,
Okay, let me see.
like a cherry hanging out of her mouth.
All right, let me see. Is she alone in the picture?
Yes. Her head is like tilted sideways and she's got a cherry, like kind of like seductive in a way. And Jack replies, sheesh.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's
see that?
I don't see it yet. Trying to look, but he just says sheesh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
it's not like I mean, because it was almost 3 years ago, and it's not really like, I don't know. I could see if he was saying like something really like, wow, I don't know. I just
okay, here's another one. She's got dark hair and it says, nothing like Miami City. And then Jack writes something, travel with me. And she doesn't write anything back. She just like ignores his post. Like she's in Miami and he's at home and he writes travel with me and she doesn't write anything back. It's just
okay.
weird.
Well,
And then,
who is this now? Look at this, Kate. She's got the same last name as Jack. Okay.
okay, here's another one that's
Wait,
really
but look at this. Look at this though. This woman has the same last name as Jack, and she says my lover.
I don't know.
Kate over here.
I don't see that one.
GoFundMe for Madison May Mogen. She has a GoFundMe. This has the same last name as Jack. And she has a
Maybe-
GoFundMe for Madison.
Maybe his sister.
Right, but why would she have a GoFundMe? Oh, now she has it for Madison and Kaylee, but she put Madison's name first.
Huh.
And Karen Laramie, that's Madison's mother, right? Jessie Frost is the organizer. Okay, well she was just sharing it. Okay, but so what's the deal with her then? She says my lover to her. Okay, so she got along with the family. I don't know that, but I'm not seeing. Let's see.
Can I share one more post with you?
Yeah.
Because this is okay. Picture's covered, but I'll get back to the picture after I read it to you. It says, Kaylee says, all I ever want to do when I go to Sandpoint is stand at the graffiti walls. I'm in love. And then Jack replies to her, booty got big since, and then it's like X'd out.
Mm-hmm.
And what is she wearing in that one? Let's see, she's wearing, oh, it doesn't show, her face is cut off, but it looks like she has on a white top and a blue skirt. And he said, saying her booty got big.
A white top and a blue skirt. I wonder if it's this one. Let me see. Look at this. Wedding date and best friend all in one. And then Madison likes that. Okay. There's very few pictures of him and her. And today most people don't really delete pictures of
I know.
their boyfriends or see if he says anything about this.
And then Kaylee writes, on January 5th, 2018, my New Year's resolution is to effing die.
She wrote that?
Yeah. And then she wrote, it's incredible how people treat you after everything you've done for them. He has a post. If I had $1 for every time she lied to me, and then it has a picture of a guy lying in all money, lying in like all these dollar bills.
And the weeks. What are the weeks?
This one is May 18th, 2017.
Oh,
So looks like the trouble goes back a while.
Yeah. I'm just going through these now that I just want to see
Maybe.
if I can see any here. Other than see. I looked at that one. Spending my last few weeks here in summer.
And we'll learn more as we go along, so just
Can you
just
guys
gather.
can you guys see the house and how low the roof is?
Oh wow.
Let me see here.
Look at the picture that Elle has up.
Okay.
The roof looks like it's very flat.
Do you have an address for that property? Let me see something. I'm just going. I'm going through this right now. Disappointing. Why is she disappointing? Let me see here. This wasn't taken today. Okay. And then squash lightning. You're stunning. I cropped out the Snapchat banner. You're my favorite. Why does Madison say it was like a disappointing? Wonder what that was about.
Oh, you're muted,
Who is?
Elle.
There's just a lot of weird things on it. And now I have arrows that are pointing his house and her house.
All right. I just want to see if I see any of those that are. Don't forget Puerto Rico. We're going everywhere. So they were together a lot. I just don't see him being around very much. And I can't imagine him being a very jealous guy and letting, being okay with a lot of
Move to
this.
Texas.
Yeah, the move to Texas, but also just a lot of the way she was. Like, it's really not, like a lot of really jealous people, like, oh, don't put your picture like that. You know how they would be obsessive. If they were obsessive, like, don't do that.
Oh, I have a little info on Murphy.
Oh yeah,
He's less than a year old,
right. Yeah, yeah.
and he looks like a bigger version of a puppy that lived at a different house on the cul-de-sac. And that might be why this guy didn't know the dog.
Well, here she is, isn't it? She's with another dog here, a German Shepherd, who's named Layla. But again, that's 294 weeks ago. That's years ago. This is years ago. And you know what else I find? She has very few pictures in all these years. Her Instagram is not that large at all.
Really?
Yeah, look, this is like 287 weeks ago, but then you go up to more recently. I don't know, she wasn't posting very much. I'm working
Can
on
I
five
ask
because I could
you guys
just
are looking at, or should I just go back and rewind?
her Instagram, because there was a real comment from Jack like almost 3 years ago, but I can't find the one that I want to see. The one, if I could find the one, if I had $1 for every time you lie.
That's his Instagram, and he's.
But how do they have his Instagram? His Instagram is private. Who's on his Instagram? His Instagram is totally private.
I don't know how they got it.
So they could post anything there, but even that.
I'll show it to you. I'll put it up on my screen.
Yeah, but even that, okay, they're gonna say, okay, well, oh, here's Jack. What does he say? Caked up. That's 117 weeks up. Okay, weeks ago. Caked
Here
up.
it is. Here it is.
Okay, wait, hold on one second.
Are the picture with the two the two girls there together, and now the girl by the tree? Are they the ones that were just killed?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I found it's mentally and physically addicted to you. I have it right here.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, okay. I mean, kids can say, I don't know if you have kids, Al, or something, but they could say stuff like that. It doesn't mean they're killing or they're really, you know what I mean? That in itself is, I think there's a lot of other troubling things myself like that I can see, but that in and of itself, yeah, mentally and yeah, but was he really, I'm addicted to you, baby. I've seen so many people say that. I'm addicted to you.
Right, you're right.
You know what I mean? It's like, I think that we're hanging on everything, and kids say that. I'm addicted to you. You're everything to me. I can't imagine my life without you.
Here's the picture of him and the money.
Oh, okay. Hold on a sec. Let me see. Hold on. I have to move. Wait a second, because I have this screen up here. Hang on.
Okay. Oop.
Let me see. Go ahead. Now put it up. Let me see.
Okay. Here it is.
Okay, I can't see it.
Did you see it?
No, but I'm sure it's probably all over Reddit or something, right? This post. I mean, I would imagine it is. I'll look for it in a second, but I'm just trying to see.
No, it's on a different. I don't know. It's on a different.
I know, but that all comes from like, well, if it's there, it's on Reddit. Believe me. They post everything.
I don't know what Reddit is.
But yeah, let me see just one thing. Okay, I'm gonna just see something. I'm just not seeing anything, like just with the comments, like how he's okay with this. Okay. Then he's got this post up. She does, I mean. I don't know. This is just a strange match to me, okay?
Yes.
He's a very nerdy-ish looking, studious looking guy. it just, but I don't know, maybe, you know, opposites attract, I guess. But then in the very same, here he doesn't look like that. Here he's looking more like he's trying to change his image here a little bit. Like, or which one? I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh, 156. There's just so many things that are so strange.
I know.
It doesn't seem like he's posted on anything. This is 90 weeks ago. This one will be hard to forget. 90 weeks ago. And there's no post from him.
You guys can see, Rosalita,
What?
what Elle is showing.
Oh, you
Carol.
can't see?
It's right on the screen, Rosalita.
No. She means L. I couldn't see it either, L. I couldn't see it either.
What do you want to see? What do you want to see again?
The one with the money. I couldn't see it at all.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get it up.
But if it's anyone's channel, I can't show that. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay.
Oh,
I
yes,
can't
yeah.
show anybody else's. Rosalita, I cannot show anyone else's channel. Sorry. I'll find the post. I'm sure it's all over social media.
Oh,
But
so I'm not just showing it to you when I show that.
No. Well, nobody saw it because I have a screen up where I'm looking at Instagram. That's what I'm saying. So nobody saw it other than anyone in the Zoom. But I just can't show anyone else's channel. So, but I can. Let me see.
And Steph 88 says he looks even more unfamiliar today. Did you see him at Kaylee's memorial?
Today?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, I don't think she means actually today. I think she means,
Current. Yeah, current.
yeah. All right, let me see here. I'm just going to try to find his. Let me see here. Okay, so here's something. Okay, here's something that came out on November 25th. It says, she was my girlfriend for 5 years. Kaylee Goncalves' ex Jack DeCoeur hits back at creepy comments on her pictures. Let's see what he says.
Oh, never heard this.
In one of the bikini pictures of Kaylee that she posted in 2018, Jack's comments saying, anyone got a rag I can clean up with, caught a lot of attention. One person replied to his comment and wrote, man, you left a lot of creepy comments on a bunch of her pictures. You look sus AF. Replying to this comment, he wrote, at Gaming Strick, she was my girlfriend for 5 years. You're a creep for stalking a deceased person's bikini pics, hiding behind a fluke account. Another one replied to Jack's comment and asked, at Jack DeCoeur 3, why did you call Kaylee and her friend Maddie so many times on Sunday at 2:45? Kaylee's sister, Autumn Goncalves, also supported Jack and wrote, at Grizzly Grace 02, get a life, dude. They were dating. Okay, so here's, see, this is not really new. This is something that's here. So let me see. This is posted, and this is let me see. This is what we saw, but it's also, let me see. So here's where he says, she was my girlfriend for 5 years. You're a creep for stalking a deceased person's bikini pics, hiding behind a fluke account. Let's see. And
Oh, and Kevin said a couple of times now, I'll just read it out. He said, could it be that by the comment he heard or read, could Kaylee and Maddie that have been more than friends making Jack very mad?
I don't know. last week in an interview with, let me see.
That's where I draw the line.
What do you mean now?
I think that's ridiculous. I mean, a lot of girls sleep in the same bed, and all the girls take pics like that on Facebook. All the girls have those, pics where they're close and they're hugging and stuff like that. I don't think they were friends. I think that's ridiculous.
Well, no, it's just a thought Kevin had, he's just wondering,
So,
it's just a thought like everything else. I mean, I could kind of see it, I could kind of see it. I mean, because all the girls do it, maybe this guy or whoever, was jealous about, you know what I mean?
I think they slept in the same bed that night because Maddie was scared.
What, hon? I didn't hear that part.
I slept in the same bed that night because Maddie was scared. I mean, because Kayla was scared. Kaylee was scared.
Yeah.
That's what I think. And just those pictures, all the girls, if you look on Facebook, all the girls take pictures like that.
Yeah.
Right.
All the young girls.
Kevin said it was the comment that was read is why I asked. So.
Oh, I know there's a lot of people that say that about them. A lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm not seeing that. I don't see the money comment. Let me see.
Yeah, Kevin said they were friends from the 6th grade. I get that. I'm just asking about the comment read.
Let me see something. So much that's.
Yeah, anything's possible is right. Hi, Ashley Vesta.
Hi, Ashley. Let's see. Okay.
Hi, Ashley.
Delicate question. It's a delicate question. Please continue to insist. As they admit they can't get okay. Right,
Hi,
let me look.
Ellen.
Hi, Element.
And Berg strong.
Oh,
Yeah, I get that, Ashley. I get that. But just because, so many girls do it or women or whatever, doesn't mean that there's not going to be some boyfriend that's sick of it and jealous. But it's just a random thought, whatever, It's not impossible.
A lot of people think that.
Yeah. You don't think so, though, at all, Elle?
Well, I don't think so at all. Because they both had boyfriends.
Yeah.
okay, so what is this? Kaylee's parents speak out.
I heard they slept in the same room because Kaylee had broken down her room.
Yeah, I that's what I mean. She had moved out, so she probably didn't have a bed either.
No, I heard the bed was still there from the father.
Kevin said, well, I understand they've been friends since 6th grade, but it is possible that Jack was jealous of the friendship. What if by some weird, what if it's a neighbor that did this? I started thinking that last night after the live. I was thinking how this person got away without anyone seeing them head out or whatever. What if it was somebody that lives like really close and they were just able to sneak over to their house? I know that's like far-fetched. I'm
And my
sure.
mind kept going to the party across the street.
Really?
Mine was going.
So there was a party across the street?
Well, in the
Correct.
fraternity, but it was not across the street. It was a couple of houses down. I think
That-
like 5 or down or something.
Right.
People say across the street, but then I heard it's 5 down.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, still close. Yeah.
Right, right.
But there are a lot of rumors.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Right, Jeffra. Yeah. Many
What?
hypothetical theories.
What if, okay, like I say, could it be possible, this is what I think, that perhaps Haley was calling Jack so much because she did so, at the bar she was flirtatious, or who knows, maybe could have kissed another guy perhaps, and maybe one of Jack's friends was there and saw her, and she was afraid he was going to get back to Jack, and she was very nervous about that because she didn't know how Jack would react. And maybe she was calling him so much to find out his whereabouts and then when he didn't answer, she got very nervous because she didn't know what he would do or where he would be. And that's why she slept in Maddie's bed with her, because she was afraid of what Jack would do. That's why she made all the phone calls to him, because she wanted to know his whereabouts. That's a theory.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're here for. We're discussing all the different theories, and it's good to kind of brainstorm about this. I mean, it's the only way to do it.
Now, Jack Showalter. Let me see.
I was talking about Jack D.
No, but I'm talking about Jack Showalter now too, because I'm just seeing something about him. Hold on a second.
Now, Rough and Ready says they were broke up, but you're saying that she had a current boyfriend, correct? Both of them did?
No, she didn't have a current boyfriend. Madison did. That guy that you saw speaking last night.
Okay, all right. Good night, Captain Lee.
Good night,
Good night,
Captain.
Good night.
Puddin says, in my opinion, that theory has too many what ifs.
Which theory?
I'm not sure.
A lot of what ifs, huh? There are.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're bringing this. Who the heck is doing this? Bringing this. It's fake.
A lot of people do this because they want recognition on platforms like TikTok.
Yes, and I can't stand it.
And unfortunately, that can even hinder the investigation.
100% it does. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of misinformation out there.
The theory. Okay. Now, here's somebody that said, here's the theory I think police are actively investigating. The Idaho murder is a story of bad blood, intoxication, and fraternity culture. A beef that potentially spilled over and led to a premeditated, targeted attack between, now again, this is somebody's theory, between 1 and 1:40 a.m. on the night of November 13th, or the morning of, they should say, at the Sigma Chi fraternity house, some sort of altercation between Ethan, Zana, and potentially one or more fraternity brothers at this party transpires. Okay, we've all said that too. Note, a more complicated history between these parties may have existed prior. All right. Ethan and Zaina leave the party and arrive home at 1:48 and go back to their room without speaking to anyone. Between 2 and 2:50 a.m., a few brothers assemble over at the frat house, most likely away from people, potentially in one of the dorm rooms. 2 or more of the frat brothers, who are likely intoxicated, discuss the situation and escalate each other's aggression to the point where they decide that they're going to confront Ethan and Zaina for whatever took place during the altercation. It's remotely possible their initial intent may not have been to kill, but that's not what I'm here to prove. Tempers were still running high at the house, so an irrational and emotional plan was devised amongst a few frat brothers, some who pledged secrecy and brotherhood to the frat when they joined, to invade the house in the dark of night. Emboldened by their group of boys, they had a high tolerance for risk that night within the safety of the Sigma Chi. Yeah, right. Okay, I don't know. A group of boys? I don't think it's been a group of boys. I think there would be something. If it was a group of boys, there would be so much more of a chance for one of them to have slipped up, been seen,
Right.
said something, did something, left something there. I don't believe that. I believe something could have happened there, but I don't think it was a group of boys.
They were talking about the 2 Davids from the fraternity.
Yeah, 2 Davids.
2 Davids, and one of the Davids got on one of the blogs and wrote to the guy and said that they're in mourning over their brother being passed.
Oh, right,
and
yeah.
please leave them alone, that neither of them are guilty.
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. And I appreciate when someone comes out and speaks and denies their guilt and speaks to their innocence. I think that says a lot.
Okay, let's see what Summer said. This guy's theory is like really long. Let me see here. I know people are not really buying this thing. Let's see what else.
Steps 88 said police cam footage ?
What about the police cam footage?
That's all she put. Maybe she's wondering if you can show that or something, or
Nobody has
what
that
was
yet.
on that, or
Nobody has that yet.
huh?
Who has that? Nobody yet. It's too
Nobody?
early.
Really?
Police cam footage?
Yeah. I don't know. She just put that. I don't know. I thought maybe she knew something I didn't.
Heard many people say there's a
Or maybe she's
possibility
just asking if there is
to be
any
in these
yet.
groups. I would like to say first I live in Idaho. Awesome. Okay. I really don't think the killer knew that the main floor had any occupants. Just hear me out, even if I go by the okay.
Oh.
Okay, apparently Dr. Phil had a
Kevin's
show.
calling
Wait,
in,
hold,
Carolyn.
what?
Kevin's calling in.
Okay, apparently Dr. Phil had a show on this. Did anybody see that?
I saw the first 15 minutes.
Okay, so somebody said, I'm not a big Dr. Phil fan, but I watched some tips from his show and it all makes sense. Maybe this has been talked about. First point was why it looks like Kaylee has the worst injuries. A former FBI agent said that the knife used is not that great as a knife. It becomes dull easy and the tip can break off. The knife would have worked better on the first victim until it became dull from one victim to the next. And this wasn't mentioned, but the killer had to have really physically exerted himself, so by the time he got around to the other victims, he might have gotten tired, didn't have the strength to go as hard as he did with the first and second victims. They all talked about the weird 911 call, and their explanation makes the most sense. The surviving roommates went upstairs when they woke up and saw blood on the first floor, and they were too afraid to go further into the house. They tried calling the roommates to see if they could get a response, and they couldn't. They freaked out and called friends, and they could have walked further into the crime scene and ran out. And at that point, one of the roommates passed out, and a friend bystander, not really sure what was going on, used her phone to call 911. Okay. Someone said, let's see. So I did hear that. Yeah, the knife would become dull. Okay. And then maybe that's why. Or shadows. And now they're showing videos of shadows walking down Kings Road. Okay.
I heard something really interesting today. They probably know who was killed first already.
Oh, probably, yeah. Okay, but this is new. Yeah, go ahead.
Because of the cross-contamination of the blood with the knife. But
yeah, someone did mention that last night. I don't know who it was. Someone did. Okay. But here, cops take hours of video from the gas station after the clerk spots white car on the night of the stabbings. Detectives collected 8 hours of surveillance video Tuesday morning from the gas station in Moscow, where a clerk saw a white sedan passing by at 3:45 a.m. on the night of the unsolved stabbing deaths of 4 University of Idaho students, according to store workers. An overnight assistant manager told Fox News that she's been reviewing the tapes a little bit at a time over the past few days, looking for clues in her downtime of her graveyard shift. She said she was not working on the night of the murders. Let's see. Monday night, she said she reached the 3 o'clock hour, spotted the car. She said she took a picture of the screen and sent it to an email address the police set up to receive tips. I had a weird feeling to go get on the cameras, she said, asking that her name not be publicized. The car drove by real quick and turned down a side street off of Highway 8. Last week, police said they were looking to speak with the occupants of a white Hyundai Elantra, which may have information.
Are you kidding?
Investigators arrived. Let's see. Okay, the datos.
Sorry, there's a comment in chat. Steph88 says, there was a group of young guys who were spoken to by the police. Have you heard about this at all, Carolyn?
Yes.
I'm sure they spoke to a lot of young guys from the fraternity and all over. Is this something new?
I believe she might be talking about, it was on some TV show earlier this morning I saw, where the police were talking to some young guys that were kind of like in a field not far away.
Okay.
They were just doing whatever, and no, they weren't saying they were suspects or anything. It was just, that they were talking to anybody, that they saw around.
In the area.
Yeah. I don't know if that's what she's talking about, or whoever said that. Underage drinking, rough and ready said.
Okay, hold on a second. Where was I? Sheds. Was she really not too okay.
Steph said correct. I don't know what that is, but
That means correct, that's what she saw.
okay.
With the field, what you were saying, yeah. And Rosalita was the one who brought up the cross-contamination last night.
Okay, thank you, Rosalita.
Would you guys mind hitting the likes? Got 155 here. and
I
now
forgot.
45 likes.
I hit it already.
Yeah, when the president of the fraternity spoke out, yeah. President of the fraternity, what is it? Do we have his name? No.
Yes, Rosalita, you in rough,
Kind of
yeah.
leaving it up to them. Obviously, we don't have the utilities resources, so we're putting full faith in the officers and detectives, but that's all I really know right now, he said. So that sounds weird. As of right now, we've told the Moscow Police Department, this is the president of the fraternity, and the FBI all we know. And President Reed Offsun said. Let me look at this guy here. President of the university. And what he says is that we're kind of leaving it up to them to piece it together. Obviously, we don't have the utilities or resources to do it on our own, so we're putting full faith in the officers and detectives doing it, but that's all we really know right now. Okay, so let's see who this guy is, this president of this fraternity, and what he has on his current footprint here. I know 2 victims. Let's see, is this his Facebook? Mm-mm. Come on. What are my friends? Okay, so someone said, when you won't look the person you're talking to in the eye, when you're lawyered up, when you're hiding important information, University of Idaho has to know more. So now they're saying that he's not looking him in the eye. Okay. Let's see. Yes and no. There's so many, I mean, there's so many people. So ridiculous that we can't have some kind of a, Okay, here's something. Fraternity's president. Okay, so here's the fraternity president speaking out on another show. Said, I knew them. Ethan was always in the house. Zena was a good friend before Ethan even came up. The fraternity's located about a half a block from the house where the murders happened. It's cooperating with the investigation. When asked about the timeline of that night, the president, Reed Offsun, said, as of right now, we've told the police everything. But why didn't he say what the heck when they were there? Moscow police say they were investigating the time frame between 9 p.m. the night before and 1:45. So maybe they already told them, look, they were only here till then. I don't know if they have cameras. They say they don't. Meanwhile, detectives are not commenting on whether or not they are making significant progress in the case. Starting tomorrow, police will go into the house where the murder was just, okay, that was 5 days ago. Well, he didn't say too much. He said the same exact thing. Kenwick Brothers, Drake. Oh, here's another one. The Drake Offsun. Okay, so they're connected to some kind of a business, which is bass fishing. Bass fishing. Which bass fishing, you would have a knife like. So would a lot of people. There's fishing and hunting and everything, yeah, but that's interesting. Okay, so this is the president, and this is public. Just want to say that public Facebook page. This is the president of the fraternity, and this is his brother. The family has a page. They're big into bass fishing. Yes, these are from 2020. But this kid would also have access to guns, as we see. And look at this guy 5 years ago, says looking like a true killer. So nobody has anything with the fraternity president. So I don't know who the Daves are over there. Let me see. I can't find more live over here. That would be a shotgun. Oh, I know, V. I know that's a shotgun, but a shotgun can still, well, you put buckshot in a shotgun, you're killing more than ducks, you know? Bird shot, I mean, that will kill you in a shotgun. Isn't it? I'm losing my mind. It is called bird shot, right? What do they? That is what it is called for a shotgun. That'll work. Yeah, bird shot. Yeah.
Okay, I've heard that term.
I know it will, because that's what Ray gave me for the shotgun, and I said that will you know, that will work on a person. He said, yeah, that'll work real well on a person.
Yeah.
So yeah, so whether he's killing ducks, V, or that's gonna work. But we don't know that there's a knife. But what I'm just saying is, I'm just making a statement that he had access to a gun. And there's probably a lot of other kids in that fraternity that also hunt and fish and have access to knives and guns. That's all I'm saying. Just making an observation. Not saying he did it or anything like that.
Right. I think Elle's frozen.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't know if buckshot or birdshot, but I'm
Buckshot, isn't it? Buckshot with.
I don't know which one he gave me.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Whatever
either.
one it is, he told me. No, maybe it is buckshot. I don't know, but I'm sure.
Yeah, it's the long red things, and it's got all those.
Yes.
Yeah, small little
Yes.
metal pellets or whatever.
Buckshot. Okay. Maybe.
Millions of them in there.
Buckshot. Okay. I don't know. They're just there. I don't. Okay. So now we go. Buckshot, birdshot, this shot, that shot.
But they didn't say anything about a gun, correct?
No. All I was saying was this.
Yeah,
He's hunting and fishing. He has access to knives, and as many of them do. That's a very outdoorsy place. A lot of them hunt and fish and would have access to anything like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all of them are hunters. All the suspects.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean.
Last night I started thinking of a random serial killer, and now tonight I'm going back to somebody that, this was targeted, an ex or something.
It's just that the way they were killed, I don't know. It's just, and there's nothing, like, what is the motive? I don't know.
Exactly.
I heard another theory today.
Yeah?
somebody on Nancy Grace, a profiler, 2 profilers.
Right? Tell us.
They said that it's someone that's an outcast of society, like that living on the outskirts, like homeless,
Mm-hmm.
that was living in the woods somewhere, totally staking out the house for a long time, watching their routine, watching when they come and go, snuck into the house watched all of them leave, snuck into the house when everyone was gone, through the sliding glass door, and was hiding, lying in wait for them to come home,
Mm-hmm.
and just sicko, just
Both the profilers thought this.
stabbed everybody, and then just left and moved on his way, grifter, just to the next place.
I don't know, because I don't know. They were upstairs. They were down. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I don't like that theory either, but that's what they said. I didn't like it either.
Why don't you like that theory, Al?
I just don't think it makes sense. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Uh-huh. Kevin said 3 that died did not live there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Karma said these killings seem more personal.
Yes. I agree.
I agree too. We all agree on that, so that's good.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Very personal. You would have to have cut yourself. I mean, with the
With the knife.
crime.
Oh, that's the other thing they said, I guess, on Dr. Phil or wherever the heck that's from, that as the knife got dull, it's more of a chance that they're going to cut themselves, I guess, because it's...
Right, and what they're describing as far as the crime scene is concerned, they're saying it was very bloody, and it was very, it took a lot of strength and power to do that. What weapon was used? We're not even sure yet. We're not even sure.
Yeah.
So don't forget, I mean, you have to keep into consideration, too. If this guy had a huge weapon, nobody saw anything. Nobody saw anything.
My picture's not on it.
Crazy.
I just can't believe it. The world we live in, where everything is recorded, there's cameras at every door, ring on every door.
Right.
You would think something would be seen.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Let me fix something.
Yeah, Ellen, in a way, it makes the roof theory sort of a possibility. I mean, it does.
Totally.
I'm not sure.
This might be, I don't even want to say this because I heard it and it just seems so far-fetched. And I don't want to spread this rumor at all. I mean, it's just crazy, but it's something I heard today.
Mm-hmm.
I read a comment on, because the whole discussion was about the ex-boyfriend. That the whole videotape was about the ex-boyfriend, and someone had commented on the comments. Now, I don't even know if I believe this, because if this were true, the police would have probably arrested him by now. So I'm going to say this is false, but I'm going to just say what I read. And it was that the ex-boyfriend had a cut on his left hand.
Well, he could. He could have a cut on his left hand. I mean...
I read that.
But that's true. I mean, look, OJ had cuts on his hand, and he said he cut him, broke a glass or something when he was flying, Let's just say that, and so did Jodi Arias. They all have cuts on their hands, usually that stab people violently like that. They rarely escape without a cut on their hand somewhere.
I'm not
that
it's true, but I read that today.
Hmm. And the only thing with cuts is as time goes on, they heal, and we're going into how long now?
Yeah, but they would have had pictures. But maybe he gave them an excuse, and they didn't have. See, they wanted convictions, so they may have said, "Look, he's got a cut, but we need more." If let's just say, hypothetically, I'm not saying that this is even happening, but
Right.
there is that they would document the cut or whatever, but then they could say, because they did it to Jodi Arias, didn't they? Said, "What happened to your hand?" or something.
Yeah, at the memorial, this was that he had one.
She said
That's
something.
what they said on the board. That's what text someone wrote. So I just repeating things that I hear because this is the only information that I get is from boards. I don't get it anywhere else. Law enforcement doesn't give anything out. So
Hi, 80s girl. Well, was he left-handed? I don't know.
it was on his right hand.
It was on his right hand.
Yes, that's what I heard.
Ashley's saying, kids are unhinged. My front door was violently kicked in by my daughter's peer because he thought she TP'd his house. Had to involve the police. Really?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's a little crazy.
Hi, Mike. Mike, did you hear anything about this cut or anything? Or what about this lying post? Laying on
Mike,
money?
Call in, Mike, if you heard anything. I mean, a lot of people like to hear what you said, last time. So maybe if you've heard anything else. Yeah.
No, I didn't hear about a left-handed. Did we hear anything about a left-handed person? I don't know what I'm saying.
I personally did not.
No, I didn't hear that about a left-handed person. Kevin, Zaina didn't live there. I didn't know that. Wait, Zaina didn't live there. What are you talking about, Kevin? She did live there.
It was 3 people or was it 2 people that did not live there?
Evan said it was 3 did not live there.
Wait. Where's the source on that, Kevin?
And hi, 80s girl.
Did not know that.
Wait, I'm getting confused now.
That would be really
Haley
weird.
and Ethan, where are you getting Zaina didn't live there? Why would they both be at a house they didn't live at?
Right.
You didn't check in with me? I'm lost. You're lost? No, someone just said something about a left hand. Oh, rough. Right hand. It's not even true that it's true, yeah. Why? Kevin, why are you saying Zaina didn't live there? Why can't V go up? Mike, please talk about the seat blood in the building. Yeah, Mike, talk about the seat blood in the building. I'll send you a code. But look it up, Kevin. See how confusing? Yes, Kevin, it is confusing. And now Marianne's getting confused and she's freaking, and I'm getting confused. Why would they both be at a house they didn't live at? It's not making sense.
And Zana just had the lock changed, so she had to live there.
Wonder why should the lock changed?
Yeah, weird.
I don't know. Uh-oh, what an appointment reminder? Oh, that's for Friday. Oh my gosh, my emails are so full. Okay, let's see. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Mike. Okay, Mike, I'm sending it back. It's on an old email or something. I don't know what it is. I'm sending it to you. Okay. I'm so hungry. I think I have to buy yogurt. Okay, let's see here. Coming straight there. Why is my Zoom weird? Let's see. Thank you, Mike. But I need you to come up. Come on up. I just sent you the thing. Come on up. Marianne, I'm wrong from what others are saying. Look at Kevin. Marianne, he's wrong. We don't really know that he's wrong or he's right.
Poor Kevin.
But I don't think he's right. I just don't think he is, Marianne. I'm sorry.
Huh. We'll
Are you
find.
sleeping, Nicole?
No, I'm awake. I slept. I slept.
Okay.
Did you?
No.
Oh no.
No, I'm awake.
Oh
Okay.
Everybody's awake for the night, an all-nighter?
yeah, I think so.
It's that way.
I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. I think.
I'm going to heat mine up because I'm freezing.
I heat mine up like 20 times.
I know, me too. It's so bad.
Like, ooh, it's cold. Gotta put it in the microwave.
What's the big deal with iced coffee? I have it every day.
Yeah, but it's different. There's no ice, actual
I
ice
know.
in it.
Still.
No.
So Margot got her tree up today, and I still. Come on, Mike, call in. Let's go. Freezing here. I'm wondering if I should make coffee just for my day. Maybe if you slept, I would. Well, Mike's coming. Good. He'll tell us about that slab. Oh my goodness. Told you how yesterday I take coffee to bed with me and I drink it cold all night. Really rough? It's only just past midnight with Ashley. She's ready for an all-nighter. Mom might call in. I'm just eating yogurt. That's all I eat anymore.
Did I just let Mike in?
Did you let Mike in?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. I'm not a host.
Hey, Mike.
I can't even hear the bell. Hi, Mike.
Hi, everybody.
So
Hi,
tell
Mike.
us.
Yeah.
They want you to tell us if you're in construction,
Go
right,
ahead.
or something, right? Aren't you in construction?
Yeah, I know a little bit about it. Yeah.
Okay, so that blood that on the foundation, right?
Yes.
Is that possible that people want to know?
You know, I have a hard time believing it is, but I mean, it could be. I mean, because if there was a big pool of blood or something, I mean, it could soak through the drywall, and some houses use vapor wrap and insulation. But the thing is, where I have a problem with it, and I'm not saying it's not, I just don't know, is the weight of the wall. You know what I mean? Just that wall itself, sitting on that board before it sits on the brick, you know, the bricks themselves, you know what I mean, the foundation. Just the weight of the wall, it would have to squeeze through that. And some people use caulking, you know what I mean, on those boards too down there. And I mean, I'm not saying it's not. I just think though, doesn't blood, I don't know. I mean, I thought once blood kind of got airborne for a while or days, it kind of turned more brownish. I just don't know why they wouldn't have covered it up or, you know, did something with it if it really was blood. But I'm not saying it wasn't. It could be. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
That one I just don't know, because that's probably where her, you know, I mean, it just depends on if the, you know, if she was in that area or they were or whoever, and that blood piled up there. I mean, if there was a body from blood from two different bodies, you know, piled up, you know, in a low spot in the floor, there's a possibility of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I just don't know.
I gotcha.
I just don't know.
Now, V is saying the sill plate would not allow it to seep there.
Yeah, it just depends upon whoever built the house. People build houses different ways. I mean, and you're right. I mean, they're right about that seal plate too. I just don't know. I just couldn't tell you, because so many weird things can happen. I just don't know. Okay. I just can't say nothing either way on that one.
Fair enough. Okay. And what else? Did you hear anything about, did you see this post with him saying, if I had $1 for every time you lied to me?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have winter storms up here, and we've had ice storms. My power's been going in and out all day today. Oh. I mean, it's been crazy. So but I'm a little behind on you guys. That's why I'm catching up and came in so late. I finally they got power going back on here, and I'm just trying to catch up. But with those posts, what I have seen yesterday and stuff, what I saw is, it's kind of funny because he was like following her on like she's like on like 4 or 5 different things, you know what I mean, or whatever you call those things, Instagrams or whatever you call them.
Right.
And it's funny because he's always the first one to reply to her, and then she ignores him like 3/4 of the time on different, whatever those things are called, you know, Instagram, whatever all these things are. And she kind of like blows them off. But I mean, I don't know, you know, I mean, what kind of intrigues me, you know, the Hyundai Elantra, they had a big thing like on 60 Minutes in the news and things. I mean, this car must be, I'm not trying to change the subject, but this car must be pretty important. I mean, you have the spokeswoman talking to a local news reporter this morning saying that car was literally there. Now, then the chief of police, he just says it was in the area and they would like to talk to him in case they saw something. I mean, we're getting 2 little different stories from the same building there. You know what I'm saying? Right, they need to get on the same page. I mean, that's important. There's a difference if it was a block and a half away driving by, or they saw some kids jump into it and they might have seen something, than if it was literally in that parking lot, like the spokeswoman said.
Right.
And I mean, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
And plus that Hyundai Elantra, I mean, that's like the most stolen car there is for young kids joyriding. They had a thing on 60 Minutes where they get in all these accidents and run from the cops. And I mean, it's like the top 5 most stolen cars. My mom was all worried about it, calling me, you know, because she has one. She's like, you think my car, I mean, they can start it like with the phone charger thing or something.
Oh,
they don't
really?
have to break the ignition. Yeah, it's like they have a big issue with it if you read it, Google up on it. So it's a very stolen car is all I'm saying. I mean, I don't know if these people have anything to deal with the murders or anything, but it is a car that gets stolen all the time from young kids.
I mean, this blood on the walls was there. It was reported by not just like, you know, it wasn't something that was running around on Reddit. It was by major news sources saying that the blood was seeping through the walls. It's something that I heard really early on too.
Yeah, I mean, I have a hard time believing it is, but I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible. You know, I mean, it just depends upon the builder, how he did it, things. is what it amounts to. But just the weight of the wall, I mean, you know how much that wall and that roof weighs? And that has to squeeze through the baseboard that you put on top before you start building your wall. You know what I'm saying? With the 2x4s and stuff. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't know. But if it piled up and ran over that baseboard, and then it would have just had to go through the drywall, the insulation, and that outside siding or whatever they have on there.
Right.
I mean, it's possible. And they do vapor barriers up there because how cold it is.
And if that was blood, I can't see them leaving that there. Wouldn't, after they got everything they wanted, wouldn't they have like a crime scene cleaner come in and...
You know what, Scooter, I agree with you 100%. That's why I'm having a hard time believing it is blood. I mean, because they just wouldn't leave that there just for the looks of it, how bad it looks.
Yeah.
I mean, they would have gotten their sample or whatever and painted over it or whatever they do. I mean, I don't know what they do. But I agree with you. That's why I have a hard time they left it like that. And the gal down in chat, she knows, she's the expert. I mean, she knows how, she's like build homes and whatever down there. She would tell me.
Why can't she call in? Because she's called in before.
Yeah, I think she has a hard time, her family's sleeping and she can't talk loud or something like that.
I thought okay.
So she's kind of more of an expert on that. I mean, she has a lot of, probably more knowledge than I do. I mean...
Why can't you call in, V? Call in, send an email. You can call in. Or is it your family or is it that you don't have the... I don't know. You can call in. Just email for the number.
It sounds like her husband or her kids are sleeping. She can't talk loud is what I heard.
I thought she lives alone. I think she told us she lives alone, so...
Oh, okay. I don't know. I must have misread that last night.
I'll put the email in. You got it.
Scooter, so what are you thinking?
Scooter?
Yeah, now I'm back to what you were saying again, Mike. You know?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I have no idea who it was. I mean, that's just my only person I think that could have a motive. I mean, that's all it is. And he's still my top guy, but I mean, I just don't know. I mean, I'm like you. I'm open-minded to anything. This car thing, they're really pushing this car thing, and it must be very important, no matter what. I mean, they're not letting off this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got to
You don't want to call in?
There.
Yeah, she's a couple apartment.
All right.
Rough and Ready's saying they haven't cleaned anything up yet, have they? But I wouldn't think they would just... I would think they would, like, somehow...
Like some cotton tape over, right?
Like...
Kevin says nothing's been cleaned up. It's still a crime scene.
Yeah, but they could, like, put... Say, like, I don't know, a tarp there. You know what I mean? Like, to... So people aren't just looking at that blood. I would think. I don't know. What do I know? Maybe they would leave it. I don't know.
I agree with you. I mean, Scooter, I don't know why they would leave it there for the public to see, to take pictures of, to make a spectacle of.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
really, V? Oh, I'm sorry. Last time she called in, the neighbor heard her. And was...
Well, the
I knew there was something to that. I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah, Nicole, it's just so hard to imagine because you want a good look for the town the best you can. You don't want a house with a bunch of blood, you know, for months afterwards hanging out of it where a crime scene was. I mean, I agree with you and Scooter. If it is blood, they should have done something with it.
The only thing about that question, and for the chat,
Did I put my phone on?
what else would it be?
You know, I mean, it just, that's the thing. I really don't know. I mean, I think that's a gas line right there, but I just don't know. I mean, I just don't know.
I don't know. I mean, what would it be? Shale? Or shale wouldn't drip like that, even if it was like running off. I don't know what it's going to be. Red clay? I don't know. I don't know what it was going to be.
Yeah.
Rust? Somebody's saying, but rust. I don't think it's going to drip like. I don't know. What's rusting there is dripping down like that. I
Looked
don't
like
know.
it was spilled or thrown on it to drip down.
It's just weird because it's not splashed up on it. You know what I mean? It's dripping down.
From inside.
From what? It's dripping down from something.
And it was
Could
red.
it be from a pipe or something? I don't know, Ashley. Pudding says it's blood. And she says, cut it out, guys.
Pudding.
You have pipes that rested and leaked. But did it look like that, Deborah? Like leaking like that?
It looked like blood, okay? It looked like blood, but I'm thinking, how could it be blood? Because that's a slab. How would it leak through all of that?
They did ask about it, Ruff. I just read a major network that reported it as blood.
Yeah, several. There were several sources that said it was blood.
Pudding says, LOL,
Exactly.
just kidding. There's Elle, she's back.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, oh, there you are.
Yeah, I heard it was real today.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah, I heard from a good source.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, why, yeah.
I thought it was fake, and I didn't.
I mean,
believe
I
it, but-
heard it before any of the hoopla or anything was going on. It was like one of the first things they said was that
Really?
there was so much blood, it was seeping through the walls. That's what they said.
Oh,
What
And it
if
goes
what if something was more violent in that room and somebody was like pushed through the sheetrock, you know what I'm saying? Like if sheetrock breaks and then they were
Yep,
pushed
good point,
through
Carolyn.
the sheetrock, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
Yes.
Like just bashed up there and then there was a fight, maybe there was a fight and then you've already broken through that barrier of sheetrock.
and then left laying there on the floor and it dripping
Yeah, I
out.
don't know. Yeah, I
And
don't know.
if there was, there will be evidence of someone.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Physical contact means contact, and DNA, can tell.
Kevin's put his opinion. I think it's blood. That's just my opinion.
Hey, Carolyn, what is Kevin thinking about this case? Does he have any theories or any suspects he's kind of looking at? I mean, I know he's not accusing anybody of anything, but is he kind of
Do
leaning
you
any
really
way?
know that he's not accusing any? No. I think, what did he tell me tonight? What did you tell me, Kevin? He thinks like, I don't know if you watched the video of Maddie's boyfriend. Did you see Maddie's boyfriend, the one that has kind of a receding hairline? He made a
Yes.
speech. Well, Kevin said,
Yes.
well, look at this. Is this a little weird, kind of his speech?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I
Yeah,
know.
I see where I can see where, I mean, we're just talking about it. I mean, I understand
that's
nobody's
it.
accusing nobody of anything. But speaking of that speech, that's the speech I'm talking about where the other Jake or whatever his name, the other ex-boyfriend, where
Well, no,
he came
he's
up
a
on stage where
current
he looks.
boyfriend. I think he's a
Current.
current.
No, I meant, what's her name? My theory. The ex-boyfriend that possibly.
Oh, you're talking
that I
about
look at.
Jack D.
Yeah, Jack. Because that's where he looks the tallest. I mean, I swear, I understand what you're saying about where he's putting the dog in the car. He looks short and everything else. But when he's on that stage, I I understand he towers over a woman, you know what I mean, or whatever. But even if that dad's 5'7", 5'8", or shorter, he's taller than the dad. I mean, look at him on that stage when he's walking off behind him. I mean, I understand where you guys think he's a little wimpy 90-pound guy, but he's not no more. I mean, I don't know why he looks so small putting that dog in that truck, but I'm telling you guys, it doesn't. I mean, that part doesn't even really matter because if you have a knife, it doesn't really matter what size you are. The knife he might have had or whoever the killer was, but that's where I think. I mean, he looks so different when he was up on stage. I mean, than what he does in any picture I've ever seen. That's all I'm saying. Now, I'm not saying he's the killer or anything, but I'm just saying he looks a lot taller and different.
Right, and Kevin's in a deep state of crazy on this case, he said. I don't know, I just think, oh my gosh, how could they not? close to an arrest. You know, I almost think, like, in a way too, is the guilt going to eat at someone? Like, let's just say it is one of these guys, you know, and then you hear next that they took their own life or something, you know, because we've seen that kind of stuff happen too. And then you're just left wondering, right? Unless the police have some good concrete evidence, because that's happened too.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that always somebody that is a relative or something?
What?
You
A relative that would, you know, like a husband, a wife.
Yeah, usually, yeah, it's the
girlfriend.
first person they look at, especially, yeah, and yeah.
I mean, if they did it, you know, and would, you know, commit suicide, they have to be, it has to be a personal connection, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a couple of people in chat. V says, where can you look at the house and see the spot where people are saying blood? And Ruff,
Oh, I showed it many times. I can show it to you again.
yeah, Ruff was saying it seems to be the area where her bed was. From the layout of the room, that's where her bed would have been, where the blood was. Now, this is what Ruff is saying.
Well, her
I agree
dad.
with that too, with Rough and Ready.
Well, her dad did
Hey,
say Zana fought for her life.
What, Elle?
Her dad did say Zana fought for her life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Did have a lot of defensive wounds, according to the coroner.
Hey, can I say one last thing? I'm going to jump down, Carolyn. I want to see what you think of this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, they really are pushing that car. I mean, for some reason. But you know why? I mean, I don't think that. Okay, you know, they're talking about the video with the 4 people walking from that area, you know, or whatever, from that was caught on the body cam and all these rumors and all this stuff. My thing is, you get, I mean, I can see if it was one person in that car, the murderer or the killer, you have 2, 3, 4 people in that car, somebody's going to talk by now. Because not all 4 of them did the stabbings. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do a plea deal or whatever to get out of it. That's my issue with it. You know, I mean, because it sounds like there was a group of them in the car, maybe possibly, or walking that, you know what I mean? But wherever they're going with the case, I mean, who knows what they're thinking. But that's the reason why. You can't keep kids from talking. Mainly one that, I mean, the driver would talk or the other one or somebody'd make a plea deal to get out first, because kids, they break down interrogations. I know they haven't talked to them people yet, but the guilt would get to them, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. And what about that?
That's all I gotta say. I'm lost. I don't know. I'm kind of just tuning in, seeing what everybody's thinking tonight, and that's all I was doing. But it was great seeing you guys and hearing all you guys, and I'm going to jump back down and chat.
Okay. All right. Thanks for coming up, Mike.
All right. Love all you guys. Okay.
All right,
Bye-bye.
love you. Bye. Okay, let me see. Okay, I don't know.
All right, so V says that it looks like, if you're looking at the house, all right, it looks like there were maybe pipes running under the edge of the siding, under there. Do you see? I do see something. If you look at that picture, you do see what looks like to be a pipe of some sort, unless that's some type of shadow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they've got the DNA. We'll know soon about that. I mean, they did report blood coming through the walls. They did report about that, so, you know, I don't know. Right? They did do it. Not able to be looked at again. Nobody is named as a suspect. Correct, Jeanette?
Kama Sutra says if that's blood, it would have to have pooled to run down like that. Yeah, it could be. Yeah. I mean, it could be.
I don't know. We'll see on that. I mean, that's all I can say is that's what's being reported. That's what they said early on. I don't know. I don't know. There's more questions I want rather than that's blood. I really want to know more about this dog, and I wish that there was. See, here's what I don't understand on her Facebook and stuff. If she did get this puppy, especially girls, I don't know. They would post about it. They would show that, oh, look, we're getting the puppy today, or I don't know. It's not seeing anything like that is weird. So
You're right.
what?
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, puppies. Oh, come on. They would probably count it down. They would probably show you pictures when they picked this puppy from the litter, and it's now the puppy's 2 weeks old. Now the puppy's 4 weeks old, 6 weeks old. Oh, we're picking up the puppy today. But then the other thing is, there were no pets allowed in that house. When did she move out of that house? The dog was 10 months old in October, so it's just going to be a year old.
Right.
When did she move out? What? I don't know. What? She's sharing custody with this guy, but we can't even find out for real when they broke up. And according to her Instagram, she hasn't posted pictures of him in almost 3 years.
That's strange.
Yeah, it's very strange.
He comments on her posts on social media platforms.
Yeah, but that was 3 years ago.
But she doesn't reply. She doesn't acknowledge him almost. It's like he's posting, but she barely responds to him.
Ever.
And that's
weird.
Strange. Isn't that weird?
Very weird.
Yeah, very weird. But I heard 2 weeks. I heard that more than once, that they just broke up before she was moving to Texas. She broke up with him.
Just before when? Before she was killed?
Yeah.
2 weeks before 2 weeks before she was killed, they broke up because she was moving.
Oh.
She was moving to Texas without him, and she had the dog. There had to be some sort of animosity there. You think the guy was okay with it? They'd been dating for how long? 5 years or more?
Right.
Is he okay with that? Is he okay with that? That's my question.
I would say no way. And they're not on a break. I mean, probably. She's moving to another state, getting a new job, having a new life.
Interesting.
Could have been put in a room in a kennel, rough and ready. Yeah, we don't know if the dog was.
Yeah, but that's not even there here nor there. How long did they have this dog?
That's true. Why aren't there pictures? You're right. Why
aren't there pictures on her Instagram of this dog she has? Okay, I mean,
the fur baby.
And you know what? How come there's no pictures of her car? Either the one she was showing off. How come she didn't take any pictures of this car? I think it's really weird with that. No.
Wow.
It's very weird. And her car wasn't stolen, right?
No.
Isn't that interesting? Someone said it was a new Range Rover, and that wasn't stolen. So it how good this is. Motive for the murder. I mean,
maybe
burglary.
The killer thought it was too risky. He would be trapped.
Right, but I'm just saying. I think that's why it has nothing to do with a burglary or anything like that.
No,
it's this really personal thing. That's why I can't get past some people when I'm thinking about things.
Yeah.
Just because there's like no other. It's not like they took stuff that was valuable.
No, they didn't take anything.
Rough and Ready says regarding the car, I think her mom said that she had got it on Thursday and was trying to decide about going back to show it to
Oh
Maddie.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
To show it to
But
who?
still, you would take a
Maddie.
picture. Still, you would take a picture of it. If they take pictures of everything immediately and post it.
I know. Mary says they also have said this was a party house with a lot of different people in and out, and the dog was probably very familiar with people in and out.
Hi, CIA mommy.
But wasn't she visiting? She didn't live there, though.
Okay, you think it was a 2016? Well, even if it was a 2016, it's new to her. She'll post it.
Yeah.
And she didn't.
Maybe she didn't want anybody to know, or some person to know.
Then that's even stranger. Yeah, 80s girl. I think it's someone they knew too.
I don't think she would have cared that someone knew because she was moving.
Mm-hmm.
So why would it matter?
And why would she go up there to show it off if she was so worried, right? That someone would know. I don't think that the last thing she'd do is go up there and. My dad said that her dad said that her bed was there and it was made. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why her sleeping with Maddie had nothing to do with her bed not being made. I think she was afraid. I swear I can remember when this first happened, someone saying that the girls were killed first.
I
That
don't know.
sticks in my mind for some reason.
I don't know. I don't think anybody has said that, anything about that. But
Where that?
I think maybe people have theorized.
No. For some reason, I just remember that.
I don't know. I think there's been theories, maybe. But I don't know. There's a lot of things. And they also falsely said that they were bound and gagged, and that wasn't true.
Who said that?
Oh, that was circulating in the beginning. It was one of the rumors that was cleared up.
Oh, I've never heard that one.
Oh, yeah. There were so many rumors circulating. It's I just believe TikTok brings more and more.
Hey, I'm going to drop down, so
Okay.
Good thing.
you guys have a...
All right. Bye,
Good
Scooter.
Bye.
Love you.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, love ya.
Bye. Would they be able to tell if they were tasered?
I'm sure. I think so.
How could they tell?
I don't. Tasered. Would it leave some kind of a
mark?
What if he stabbed? What if he stabbed where the mark was, so they couldn't tell?
I don't know.
He'd have to do it. Would leave 2 marks, wouldn't it? It would leave one on each end, sort of like it would look like a spider bite, but a very large spider.
Right, but he could stab where they were tasered, and they would never see that.
That's a possibility, but from what we're hearing, it was very bloody, and we're not even sure what the weapon was.
Right.
I wonder. We need to find out what the weapon was when the report. I guess when the coroner's report comes out.
Because he could have come in and tasered both of them as soon as he walked in the door.
Anything's possible. Absolutely.
That would have contained them.
I don't know. Yeah, but what if he's tasing one and the I don't know. Oh my gosh.
How was one person able to overpower unless they were passed from, they were out having drinks,
Kaylee didn't seem that drunk though.
One of them was stumbling in that video.
In the video, Kaylee didn't seem that drunk. Maddie did. Kaylee didn't.
Kaylee was the one that was standing at the food truck, and Maddie is the one that walked away.
Kaylee's the one that
one of them was standing at the food truck. One of them walked away through two guys and then back again.
Maddie walked away.
Okay.
With the black jacket.
And when she came back, she totally stumbled with her feet.
That's Maddie.
Okay, I saw that. That was, yeah. She lost her balance for a minute and then corrected it.
Yeah. Kaylee was more sober. Yeah.
A random killer wouldn't think about making sure they stab him in the spot they tased.
Yeah.
They did say a fixed blade knife, yes. Large fixed blade knife.
Well, I'm sure he stabbed him in the chest, and he probably tased them in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
If he tased them. Strange.
But then you're thinking about it. It's one person. So if you have two people in a room, you're coming in with a taser, tase one. You have to stab them exactly where you tase them to leave no evidence, all while hoping the other one doesn't get up. And then there's like four other people there.
Maybe you tase both. You don't want them to scream. You don't want to wake anyone else up.
Mm-hmm.
But you want them dead.
So how many, this is what we want to know. We want to know how many people live there, who lived there and who did not. And did they know that the people that were going to be there were going to be there? It's just so weird.
Like, how many people did they want dead? How many people did they intend to kill?
Correct. That's a big question. Who was the intended target? Who or why?
It could go one of two ways, I think. It could go either not Maddie. It could go either Kaylee, and it could be possibly the ex, or I think it could go Ethan, and it could possibly be one of the fraternity brothers.
Mm-hmm. And Deborah Van Couverden's right. She said it takes a split second to slit a throat. Yeah, she's right.
It's one of the two. I believe it's one of the two. They're my theory.
Rupp already says they had to have been covered in. I agree. From what we're hearing about the scene,
they had to what?
They had to have been covered in blood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely had to be covered in blood, and that's another thing. And there'd be so much blood spatter, everything getting on them. That's what I'm saying. People are saying, "Oh well, maybe they took off their socks and stuff, and then what? Then what did they do with all their bloody clothing?
Maybe
and they had to take it off. They had footprints, like."
Yeah, well, they must have
a garbage bag, a big garbage bag, and put everything in the big garbage bag and carried it out.
Then it had to be planned.
It had to what?
Then it had to have been planned.
Oh yeah, the whole thing was.
But still, put everything in the big garbage bag. Okay, they get the garbage bag from inside the house. They're touching the cabinets. Okay, are they touching the cabinet? They're washing their hands. It's so much, and then to hope that those people downstairs don't wake up.
They brought the garbage bag with them.
Okay, even if they brought the garbage bag with them, they still have completely bloody hands. They have gloves.
Wipes?
They're going to still... What are they going to carry, in a big double bag? No, I'm just trying to be serious. I mean, there's some things I'm thinking of. Either the girls downstairs knew what was going on.
Uh-huh.
Okay? So that they had no fear. If this person had no fear that those two girls were going to wake up, they had all the time in the world to clean up.
Right.
Rough and Ready said the police said they were sloppy, and Kevin says that 2 girls came in to go to bed at 1 a.m. Then Xana and Ethan came in 1:45 a.m. if that timeline is correct.
Who's saying that? Who's saying 1
Kevin.
a.m.? No, Kevin's wrong again.
Kevin, no.
Kevin,
Kevin, gotta come to the office after this live.
I was going to have Carolyn report to HR after.
Kevin, not 1 a.m. They were more like 1:45. They were both home before 2 a.m. I don't think it was as early as 1 a.m. We know when they were at the food truck. Don't we have the time on that?
Yeah. They weren't home till like almost 2, both couples.
Yeah, Kevin. Plenty of places to drop it off on the way. Mom's it.
So you think the girls were involved?
Do who? Me?
I don't.
No, I'm saying if they were, if they knew what was going on. I'm not saying they are. I'm saying that if they were, then that person that did it, or persons, would have had all the time in the world to clean up.
I don't think they hung around to clean up. I think they just threw everything in a garbage bag because the blood would have been in the drainage and they would have been able to get it out of the drainage.
Where did you get that information from, Kevin? Kevin's saying the roommates downstairs got home at 1 a.m. I don't know where he got that from.
I think I heard that too. I think I heard that. Where? They got home an hour before the other guys.
Kama Sutra says it was planned right before Thanksgiving when lots of students were getting ready to leave on holiday break. Perfect timing.
Maybe the guy maybe whoever it was didn't see the first 2 girls come in because he was only looking at the house from about maybe 1:30 on. And the other 2 were already home and in bed. And that's why he didn't know they were there. Because they came home so early.
I don't know.
I mean, these are all great theories. That's how we sort things out. So hopefully they'll, I come forward with some more information and we could kind of piece it together.
Yeah.
I mean, real information, real, legitimate, factual.
Right.
Information.
If the LE would only confirm things. They don't confirm anything.
See, we can get what's on the law enforcement website. The Moscow law enforcement website is really where we're getting our timeline and we're getting our information, our confirmed information. Everything else is just speculation.
Right.
We need to find the weapon. We need to find out. I mean, a fixed blade knife. I mean, that could be how big. What there's for blood to have allegedly or potentially or possibly plausibly leaked through the foundation. That had to have been a lot of blood.
Right.
Is it possible the dog had been put in the crate for the night? Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. The killer slipped out on break. That person had some connection with the school.
Yeah, this was totally planned. It's just one guy that just flew off the handle. There's no way. I don't believe that for a second.
Well, why am I in
That house was like a maze. I saw someone go through the house today, it was a real estate video walkthrough of
Yeah.
the house, like a virtual tour.
Mhm.
That house was like a maze. I mean, there was no way you could possibly know where the bedrooms, what was a bedroom, what was not a used bedroom, what was an occupied bedroom. I mean, it was crazy.
I'd love to take a look at that at some point. Maybe we can do
You know,
that.
Yeah, you could get a hold of it. And also, downstairs, I didn't picture it to be this way in the basement where the girls were. There was a room at either side of the hallway. So they were totally separated, the rooms. So another reason why the killer may not have killed them is because if were killing one, then the other one could have heard something and called 911 while he was killing the other one, before he even had time to get to the second one. That's how far apart the rooms were.
And from what we understand, there were no calls made 911 that night. Someone found them the next day, correct?
No, but if he killed the two girls, one of the girls he could have been killing across the hallway, before he could even make it to the second girl's room, the second girl could have been calling 911.
Right.
That may be why he didn't touch the two in the basement. He knew the layout and figured it was too risky.
No, we don't know that East girl. If the dog was in a crate or loose in the room. Yeah, the person retracted it, B. So.
Yeah, I don't believe the roommates were involved at all. I just don't believe that. I don't know why.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Just saying.
That's just my opinion. Just my opinion.
Just thinking aloud. That's all. Just thinking that it's going to be such a bloody scene.
That'd be awful.
And Rough and Ready saying when you plan something always goes wrong. I believe that, but she said when it's the spur of the moment, you can get away with it. I don't know that because you can forget. I don't know.
You said when it's the spur of the moment, you get away with it?
That's what Rough and Ready said.
Really?
Why did Zena have the locks changed? Do we know why?
Why? What?
I think she had a problem with someone at the fraternity. I think, or maybe she knew that Maddie was maybe Kaylee was maybe having a problem with her ex. Maybe she knew about that. Who knows?
Right.
Or she was having a problem with somebody from the
Right.
Fraternity.
You overthink something and something always goes wrong, Rough and Ready said.
Yeah.
Age Girl said, why can't we live in a world where everyone just loves one another?
Definitely.
Yeah, right. But we don't.
Not at all.
More so now than ever. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a shame people have to die that way. Wouldn't it be nice if we could all die in our sleep? It's a terrible way to die. Would you rather die that way by someone you know or by someone you don't, by a stranger?
Oh my gosh. I wouldn't want to die anyway like that.
If you had to.
Yikes.
I would rather it be by someone I know. Isn't that weird?
Really?
A stranger for me.
But for somebody you know, your last moments are going to be, oh my gosh, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it'd have to be a stranger.
Stranger.
Yeah.
She feels like it's somebody she knows.
prefer not to go that way.
Yeah, I prefer not to either.
Oh,
So I'll say no for both.
Of course not. A stranger's just so creepy.
Yeah, true.
How much creepier is it if it's somebody you know and thought loved you? I'd go for the stranger.
I
But
appreciate that.
I don't
Mary,
want to
but,
do it. Period. I'm not doing it.
But
That's
we
all.
we
Oh
don't
yeah, I don't want to do it either. Believe me. That's like the last
promote
way I
that
want
here in any other channels. It's just our rule. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know.
That's probably the last way I want to die. Definitely. I feel so bad for those kids.
Acquaintance.
Does anybody think this case will be solved soon or in a
I don't
long
know. I
time?
hope so. I really do. I'm hoping that, yes,
think it will.
I think I do too. I think they're going to have a suspect soon. I think they're just trying to, I think they probably zeroed in on something and they're just trying to make sure they have everything they need. Look how long they took to arrest Leilani, Quentin Simon's mother, right? Did you know that case where she killed her son, put him in a lab?
No, I don't know that case. What happened?
Oh, yeah, there's a little boy, he was reported missing, and it was pretty obvious that the mother was involved in all of this, and he went missing October 5th, and they finally arrested her on November 21st. So, yeah, I mean, and then it was just quick, everybody was like, oh my gosh, that they had even called her a person of interest and hadn't made the arrest. So, I don't know. I think it will be. I think they want a conviction, like they said. So I think they're trying just to make sure they get everything they can there.
Yeah.
You can't name.
You know, it was another weird one. That one, Kyron Mormon.
What do you
Terry-
mean? Yeah, that I'm not sure what you mean, V. It's not another channel name. So
What?
those are no. I'm just telling V something. She's asking me something about our rules in the chat.
Oh. They never figured that one out either. That was sad.
Yeah. Yep.
It's so frustrating when there's no answer.
Yeah.
I think they have someone in mind too for this.
Yeah, I think so too. I do. I think they do.
That white car though, it's like that throws a damper
I don't know.
on.
Yeah, but and then they're saying it was at the gas station, and then it's going by. But maybe there's another camera footage of it where it's somewhere closer to the crime scene.
Is there any way possible that they could just be throwing that out there to confuse the killer?
It could be. They can use deception. I don't know. But I don't think so. I mean, I don't think they're throwing that out there. I don't know what's confusing, V. It's just that we don't mention other creators. No, there's the chat rules. Kevin posted them. There have been our chat rules for 8. We don't promote or mention other creators. Most channels have the same rules. If a creator is here, yes, we'll drop a link. If there's creators that we promote regularly, like the ones you see going around, that's what we do. But we don't mention them. It's just the rules. And Mary, I think you'll find a lot of others have the same exact rules. That's where we've seen it. Okay. That's the way it is. Wasn't it 30 years since the town's last murder? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Certain cases get the limelight. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of people wonder that, and sometimes like people say it happens with the people or the situation. I don't know. Yeah, I know what you mean. I was just thinking of reliable sources. Yeah, no, it's not just, yeah, you can source. I can talk to you about it later, V, if you want. It's just a general rule. A lot of channels, probably many have it. So I don't know, but I think I'm gonna start the new Zoom because I've got to go to bed. I might have to. Well, I know Jimmy's got to go out to Pennsylvania again tomorrow. So we'll see. And I've got to get up to get in the keys and the directions and all that we have to do. And so I have to be on the road. But I appreciate you coming on, Al. And yeah, keep your ears open. And of course, God willing, we'll be here tomorrow, today, whatever you want to call it. And you're on the West Coast?
Me, I'm in California, Laguna Beach.
Oh, Laguna Beach. Hey. How's the weather there now?
Oh, it's chilly, but it's beautiful.
Oh, Laguna Beach. Lucky.
It's nice.
It's snowing, right? We have the S word, Carolyn, over here.
I know. And you have snow right now? Right now?
Yes. Right now. I heard the plows. Yep, they're out.
Where are you from?
Saw a little snow.
Where do you live?
Massachusetts.
Aw.
So cold.
I'm from Coast originally. I used to live in New York.
In New York?
Manhattan.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I miss the snow. I like snow.
Really? You do?
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. It was a wonderful discussion, and I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, definitely. We'll keep following up and see what happens, Yeah. I know we'll have to see what goes on. But yeah, thanks for coming, and thanks everybody, and thanks Mike coming up. Thanks everybody on the panel, Nicole, Sharon, Scooter, everybody that came up, Margot, Gail, Deborah, lovely Linda, and everybody in the chat, all the moderators that kept it, everybody that's watching. Next live sale is tomorrow. We're going to do a live sale tomorrow too, but then after the live sale we'll do the true crime. All right, and I'm going to start the new Zoom. I might as well start the new Zoom while we're here on here. Let me just start the new Zoom. Maybe. Let me just start it. So I'll stay with you guys while we start it. I know what. Hold on. Why do I say that so much? Thank you, V. Okay. We're going to go into the Zoom. It's fun. We'll see what happens. I mean, we're just trying to discuss it. We're not trying to be disrespectful to anyone. It's just everybody's confused. Everybody's frustrated. Like, what's the freak is going on, right? And it's, how could you not just even discuss some theories, right? About what stuff, what is what, this is what. And thank you to our new members. We appreciate you. And let me see, did I sign that right this time? And if you're a new member, you want to come into the Zoom, you're welcome to come into the 24/7 Zoom. So L, you're a new member. Anytime you want to come into a Zoom, you'll see the number. I put it on the community tab. And you can see it. You can come in anytime to discuss anything with anybody. There's usually somebody in here, and they run pretty much 24/7, unless there's like a freak occurrence and something goes down and I can't get one started up, and then it will be a few minutes. But normally they're 24/7, and it's like you can come in, go out, talk to people. You can mute, when you want to take a break. And so this is the new member Zoom. And so it'll be a new number because it's a new Zoom, and I'm putting on the community tab, if anyone's interested, that's a member to want to come in, you're always welcome to come in. Now I've got to let the people in. Let's see, I've got to let Nicole in, and Sharon, and Liza. Hi Liza, hi Sharon, hi everybody. Hello. Yelpy is coming in.
Hi, Liza. Hi, Gilby. Hi, Sharon. I'm eating trail mix. Trail mix.
Okay. Now, let me go and end the live, but thank you guys. Really appreciate it. If you could give it a thumbs up on your way out the door, that would be even totally great if you could do that. Is it?
Hi, everybody.
Well, members are different than subscribers, V. So members do support the channel with a monthly, they join with a monthly fee. And they don't have to, they can stop it at any time. It's from $1.99 a month, which is really reasonable. That's the tier, $1.99. And then if somebody wants to go join at a higher tier to support the channel, but it supports the channel. There's programs I have like this Zoom and software programs, things that I have. So that's a way to support the channel. And so in turn, we give back with things like this. We do movies in here, we do book readings, we do keeping the Zoom running. That's what we do. So, all right. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.